this is basically the AdvancedRx screen. Okay, let me first take you to the login screen. All right, so that we can go here. Just a brief overview. This is the screen for AdvancedRx. This is the screen for POS. Okay, let me just take you there. Okay, now what you require is a technician or an RPH to log into AdvancedRx. And one feature that we have in AdvancedRx is multiple logins. You can open as many windows as you want. Okay, if you're working on something, you don't want to miss that window and still work on AdvancedRx. So in that scenario, what you do is you can open one more login screen. Okay, and open as many login screens as you want. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. I've just got you muted so you don't hear any background noise, but.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Or not a problem. So this is the basic screen that we get once we log in. Okay, this is the RX processing screen. We do have a home screen. We don't normally open it there. It has all the things, but again, it's kind of slow, so we don't take it there. We want the technician or the pharmacist to just start working once he's logged in into the window. All right. There are 4 basic masters. One is patient master, one is insurance master, one is prescriber master, one is drug master. Okay, these are the four things on which the RX processing software is based on. So let's just go to the patient information, the patient master. Okay, here you can enter basically all the details which is required for a patient. Okay, his name, his first name, his last name, address, middle name, gender, okay, email, want to add a delivery note, his phone number. You can select whether he's an LTC patient or a retail patient. You want to add a charge account, you can add it here by selecting it yes. Okay, and then you have other info. Select marital status, whether he's a smoker, no smoker, pregnant, non-pregnant. Okay, and HIPAA remarks if you want to add those and all those things. Okay, and there is one more feature in here is the smart refill request accounts, where you can create accounts for the customer so that you can log into our website, or if you want your website to be linked with that particular application, he can log into it, see what his RXs are, and request a refill request from there. Okay, raise a refill request basically from there. Okay, so in that ways, it doesn't have to come to the pharmacy. Just open a website, enter the details which you have provided, see the RXs, and raise a refill request. So you can create those here. Okay, and you would message queue. Okay, when a patient does that. Then you have charge account info in the top. You have allergy info. Every patient has to be selected one allergy, which is by default. So if the customer does not have any allergy, you just click on add to listing, no known allergy, and you can save the patient. Okay, then there is an insurance plan which you can add for the patient. Okay, click on add new, fill the details, you can add the insurance plan. Then you have workman's compensation. If there
hang on 1 second. On the insurance plan, does your software look up insurance for people, or do we need the BIN and PCN and stuff?
Yeah, we would need the BIN and PCN. Okay, you certainly can search insurance. Okay, when you want to add it in the database, okay, that we would have that in the insurance master. Okay.
Okay.
This particular insurance plan is where you add an insurance for a patient. Okay, for a particular patient. Now there is an insurance master where you can add insurance to the database in order to add it to the patient. Okay, so what you have to do is there you can look up for the insurances, you can search for it. Okay, and then select it. There is also an eligibility criteria from where you can get the patient's information, insurance information, check his eligibility and all. Okay.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Our software now, if we have their social and their date of birth, it'll look up their insurance info.
Yes, of course. That's eligibility criteria you're talking about, right? Wherein you can enter the last 4 digits of the SSN or his Medicaid ID, and you can check whether the customer has an insurance or not, or what he has. Okay. Then you have family info. You can create a family. Okay. Workman's compensation. Yes, if the customer has a workman's compensation, you can enter the details here. Then any document you want to scan for the patient and keep it here, prescriptions or driver's license or any other thing. There is no limits of saving documents. You can save as much documents as you want. You want to add a remark or a note, you can add it here. Okay. So that's basically a patient for the patient. Now let's go to insurance master. This is the insurance master. Okay, where you can add insurances for the database, for the software. Okay, now in order to add an insurance for a patient, it has to be there in the software first. So what you do is you add insurances here. Okay, you want to see all the insurances that are there. You can see all the insurance here, search it over here, and you can automatically export it, add it from here as well. Okay, these pretty much has all the insurances. All right,
Okay.
and you can
Okay.
just select one and add it to the database automatically. Once you add it to the database, go to the patient master. When you're filling the patient, add new insurance and select the insurance that you have just added in the database. Okay, and then you have an insurance master RX history. Now RX history is a feature wherein you can wherein you can see for that particular insurance how many times a prescriptions has been filled. This is a test scenario. That is the reason you're not seeing any history, because we don't use this software to fill here. It's not a pharmacy here. It's just to show, a test scenario. Okay, here when in the main software you're filling RXs on a daily basis, you're selecting insurance on a daily basis. In RX history you'll see all the RXs which are selected for a particular insurance. Okay, that's for RX history for an insurance. Then you have prescriber information. You can add doctors here, first name, last name, basically all the details that is required for a doctor to be added, his NPI, his state license, his DEA number. You can also look it up in the web. Okay, it is connected with the NPPPS application, the website. You can just enter the details here. It's going to take some time to load. Okay, and you can enter the details if you have search from here and add it to the database as well. Okay, so it's connected with the web application.
Does it automatically add? Is there like an add button, or do we have to
Yes,
jot it down and type it in?
yes, you can automatically add it. Okay,
Okay, great.
yeah. Then you can also search with the help of state licenses. If you have a state license for the doctor, you can do it. Then same with the insurance. It's with the prescriber. You can search for a particular prescriber, how many prescriptions has been filled in this RX history. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have a drug database, drug master, which we call as. Okay, in this you would be getting updated database, which gets updated whenever McKesson updates their drug database, because we are linked with McKesson. Okay, you would be basically getting all the drugs. Okay, but still if you want to add a new drug, you can create a drug here, add your own NDC number, set your own price, set your own markup. Okay, and fill all the details here. Also you can create a compound. Okay, just by making sure if it is a compound drug or no, selecting it yes, and then you can create a compound here, selecting the drug, selecting the NDC number, the dispensing unit, and create a compound. Okay, give your own NDCs. Okay, most of the drug would be having this brand generic link, would be having the education message. Okay, now the thing that we have as a feature is dispense history, purchase history, drug active, inactive history. So you can make a drug active, you can make a drug inactive. For that particular drug, you can see here how many times it has been active, how many times it has been inactive. In purchase history, you can see for that particular drug, how many times it has been purchased and what quantity it has been purchased, all those details. And in dispense history, you can check how many times it has been dispensed to what patients. Okay, so that's pretty much the drug database that we have here. Along with that, we have different tabs in here which you can use. Okay, to manage your patient, to manage prescriber, to manage insurances, to manage drugs. Okay, check the verification, check the eligibility. Okay, we'll go there one by one. Let's first discuss this queues. You see this queues on top of it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the home screen. Okay, so where you can see there are tabs made for patient, for prescriber, for drug interaction, any latest news that we have. We don't make the patient, or sorry, the RPH go over here, because directly what is open is this RX processing screen. But still, if you want to visit it, you can do that. Okay, then you have a refill queue where all the RXs which has a refill would be displayed. Okay, you can check here for all the databases which is which enter the RX number. You can just select it and refill it. Okay, send for refill request. All right, then you have batch refill, which helps you to do batch refills of as many patients as you want. There is no limit, you can do at a time. Okay, for batch refill. Then you have RX reverse. If in case you transmitted it incorrectly, you want to reverse that particular RX, you can do it here. Okay, reversal RX. Then transfer in and transfer out RX. Interstore transfer, for transferring an RX into the pharmacy and out of the pharmacy. Okay.
Okay.
Then these are the DUR codes for selected patients that you get. You can fill the DUR codes over here for any RXs that you get rejections. If there is a DUR issue, you can enter the DUR from here. Then the thing that we were talking about, eligibility criteria. Just a moment, eligibility check. Okay, you can enter the patient name, the RX information, select the ID from here, enter the ID number, and it would check eligibility on Medicaid Part D. Okay, Relay Health.
Okay.
You
And
can
can
just
you add
transmit it.
from that screen too, I'm
Yes,
sure?
of course.
Okay.
Once you transmit it, it get all the information. You can just click on add and it would be added. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have short script for electronic prescriptions. You will receive all your e-prescriptions here and you can fill it directly. Okay. This is for short
Okay.
script. Then we have inventory update. Inventory is updated automatically. What happens is we set you up with your vendor. There are few things that we need, like the uh, details of the transmissions and the server details which your manager would be giving. Okay, like McCassin, if you have McCassin, the McCassin guy would be giving you all those details. We set it up, and then all the invoices that you receive would be received by our server, and it would be automatically updated. You just have to go and you can see all those invoices that you receive. You click on update, it would be updated automatically. Okay,
Okay.
so you can pretty much do invoice update from here as well. Inventory update. Then you have message queue. Message queue is for those customer to whom you have given those accounts, which I just showed you, who go to the website, enter the details, see the RXs, raise a refill request. All those would appear here, and you can fill the refill request from here. All right, for message queue. Okay, transmit queue. Transmit queue is for all the RXs that are waiting for transmitted. You can send the RX to the transmit queue and you can do a batch transmit from here. All right. Then unbilled RX rejection. You have an unbilled RX rejection for those which it's for those which are unbilled and rejected at the same point of time. Okay. Then you have a label print queue for those waiting for label to be printed. Okay, you can send when you fill an RX, click on save and print. It goes to label print queue. You can open it here and you can print the label. Okay, this is auto refill queue. When there is a refill and you want to send a patient to the auto refill queue, this is where it appears. Okay, auto transmit queue for those you want to transmit it automatically for a particular date. You can set that up and they get transmitted on that particular date. Okay, and you have verify queue for those RXs that are complete and you want to do a verification. You can do that here, that what all details have been filled, what all transmitted, what all profit you have made. All those verification can be done here. Okay, and you have verify rejection queue for those which are complete but has been rejected due to some errors in them. You can check it here. Okay, then you have a fax queue. You can basically receive all the faxes here. You don't need that hard copy fax. We set you up with your modem. with your fax modem, and you can see all the faxes that you receive and sent, okay, in inbox and outbox. You don't need that hard copy. All right. We have different masters. Uh, Hello.
Yes, on the fax queue. So you'll receive the faxes for us. We'll have a electronic copy of them in the software.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just copy, or we'll key in that patient information. Or is there any type of OCR recognition that keys the patient in or anything?
I actually didn't quite get that. You
All
also
right.
have fax.
So once we receive the fax, we just key the patient information in. Is that how that works?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes, you can just
Okay.
key the information. Yeah. And also you have an option to fax a doctor when you have a prescriber. The fax works in different ways. The fax is set up with the software. Now, for example, if you want to request a new drug, you want to update a new drug with the prescriber, you fax it. Okay, the fax is sent it automatically. Okay, with this
Okay.
fax queue shows you what faxes you have received and what faxes you have sent. Okay, this is what it shows in the fax queue. Okay, you can also send prescription which are pending for faxes in the fax queue. All right, and it would send the faxes.
Okay.
Okay, then we have masters, patient master, which I've just showed you. You can merge patients from here. If you have two similar patients, you can merge them. Eligibility verification, the same thing that we had. Now, few things that we use on a daily basis, we have added here in the queues. Okay, you would find most of this information in this tabs above. Most of all the information in this tabs above. So pretty much similar thing. Okay, then you have patient referral master. If the patient is referring some patient to you, you can check here. Then you have central search store, patient search. If you have 2-3 stores, all of them are using AdvancedRx and all are interconnected, you can do a patient search here. Okay, central search. Then you have
Okay.
bulk mail or text as well as a feature. You just have to get in touch with a third party software vendor, or we'll provide you that vendor, and you can send texts, you can send emails to your customers. Okay,
Okay.
then you have med synchronization for those who are enrolled and not enrolled for med synchronization. You can check it here. Okay, then you have manage prescriber for prescriber master, merging a prescriber, or you want to search a prescriber online, you can do that from here as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right, then manage drugs. You want to search online drug. There's a drug master which I just showed you. You want to search a drug, you know the NDC, search it here and import it. Okay, you can import in the initial days if you're not finding a drug, or the database is not updated, you can just search it from and import it. Okay, then you have drug price, drug formula. You want to set it up for compounding, you can do that. Then these are the master search. If you want to search patient, if you want to search a prescriber, you want to search a drug, you can do it from here. You also have shortcuts, control F3, control F2, control F4 for searching them. Insurance plan file, you press F5, get insurance plan file for that particular patient. Pharmacy setup is the initial thing that we do when you set up, when we set you up with AdvancedRx. Okay, this is pretty much filled by us. Okay, this is how
Okay.
it looks, pharmacy setup. Then you have SIG information. SIG, you can add your manual SIGs as well. Also, we would be giving you a database, a SIG database. But if you want to add manual SIG, you can add that. You can also create slots for your SIG, okay, and save them to the database. All right.
Okay.
Then you have rejected message master for checking those messages which are rejected. City, state, zip master to check the city, check the state, check the zip. Setting screen to change the settings of the software. Like as of now, we have for every prescriptions that you fill, it is mandatory that you scan the RX, okay, and save it in the RX processing screen. I can show you. Okay, in RX processing, you see the scan button. So you would not be able to save it or transmit it without you without you adding an image here, without you adding a prescription image here. You want to turn that off, you can do it from settings. Okay, we don't normally allow that, but yes, you can do it. Okay, so pretty much these all things are managed by us. Rx settings, I'll show you what all things we have. Okay, so you can pretty much manage everything from this Rx settings. Okay, discard after that, allergy free, text warning, mandatory, things that is required, that is not required. You can set it up according to your wish, the way you want the software to operate. Okay, module settings, interface settings, delivery e-device settings, like we have a delivery device as well, which is set up with the help of FTP. You can send a driver. What he does is there's a device, Android device, on which he would be installing our application. You just connect the device before he leaves and export the drugs that you want to send for delivery. He would import it, get the drugs, go for delivery, come back and export it back, so you have all the information. Okay, so this is set up from here. Okay, then you have auto print settings, password settings, report settings. Okay, so in the initial days we would recommend you to call us for all those things. We'll get you set up for that. Okay, then you have printer settings, label settings. If you want to set the label, we'll get it done for you. Again, mar settings for setting the mar. Okay, retail label form manager, price structure settings, LTC default price, retail default price structure, you can set it here. Okay, then you have RX profile for displaying the patient profile. You press F6, you can see the patient profile and see all the RXs that has been filled for that particular profile. Okay, you can print the profile as well with the help of Control P, which is a default shortcut for printing. Okay, these are the queues which is mentioned here: refill queue, transmit queue, unbilled rejection queue, pending queue, label print queue, all RXs queue, verify queue, product verification. I mean, it pretty much explains what exactly are those, right? When you see them. Okay, automatic transmission queue, batch refill queue, transfer RX, reversal RX, RX DUR, fax queue. So okay, this thing, change of drug approval queue and new RX request queue, is when a patient comes in and you don't have that particular medicine, you want to give a substitute medicine. You take an approval, right? So you can raise an approval request from here. Okay, you generate that patient, you generate that drug, and there is a form which you have to fill and fax it out. Once you get an approval, you can go and fill that. All right. Then you have reports. There are a lot of reports which you can pull it out. You want to see the prescriber listing, patient listing, drug listing, insurance listing, you can check in this reports. Summary, drug usage, prescriber usage summary, patient usage summary report, RX report, daily log, custom log, RX daily analysis, monthly RX analysis, paid prescription, whole prescription, auto refill, all RXs queue report. Then you have miscellaneous, payment status, non-pay, drug interaction, text message, auto refill, missing scan RX, drug, send drug RX info. So pretty much every report that you can think of, this is required. Okay, we would have that. Okay, then you have management report where you can track the profit making report, loss making RXs report, missing report, copay tracker, patient referral report, new business added, LTC high copay. Okay, refill reminder, if you want to set a reminder for refill, you can do it here. Drug dispense report, RTS will call report, DUR prescriptions report, deleted RX, RX status report, dispense report, RX history, RX change, transfer RX, interstore in, transfer out. Okay, and pretty much all those reports. Okay, this is drug reconciliation for insurance billing. It's done manually. Okay, we have NetRx in place who does it automatically, for which you have to subscribe. Okay, that is or you can do it manually as well. All right, but we do have NetRx in place as well. Okay, for insurance reconciliation. Okay, then you have inventory management, you have vendor master where you can add vendor, okay, from here, and you can ask them to automatically request a statement and you will receive it. Hello?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. I thought I lost you. Okay. All right. Then you have inventory type master, whether it's narcotics or regular inventory, C2, C1, you can create a type here. Okay. Inventory update, all the invoice, you can update the drug according with the invoice that you receive. You can update your inventory accordingly from here. Okay. Uh, then you have return inventory, those you want to return it. Drug transfer, drug quantity, regular inventory management, narcotic, reorder inventory, purchase history. If you want to check drug wise, you want to check vendor wise, you can check that. Stock in hand report, which is automatically updated when you update the invoice. Okay, then you have non-moving inventory report, which is there since a long time. And vendor utilization, how much utilization you're doing for a particular vendor, you can check that. Then you have account management for charge account patients. You can check the statement, check the payment, do a payment adjustment, do a group payment. You can do a transaction transfer. You can check a summary. You can check the payment due dates. You can pull out reports for charge account. Okay, like charge account billing history, payment report, missing charge account report, charge account payment listing, VFI statement, overdue, all those things. Okay. Now, delivery log, where you can create a driver and create his login ID and password, and you can activate the driver. I've told you how it works, right? What you do is for all the RXs that you have to deliver, okay, you select the driver and click on export. The driver would have to log into the device, click on import, and he would see all the drugs that is there for delivery. He goes, he delivers, get the signature, come back in, and then click on export. You have to import at your end. You'll see all the updated information, and the status automatically changed to delivered. Okay, for a patient, for that particular patient. Okay. Then you
Okay.
have delivery log. You have change delivery status, auto delivery log, out for delivery queue for those who are out for delivery. You want to do a delivery reconcile, you can do that. Delivery report for the RXs which have been delivered or waiting for delivery. Delivered RX report for those which has been delivered. Now this is for LTC. You can create a nursing home here, add nursing home. As many nursing homes you want to add, you can do that. Okay. uh, you would be using LTCs, or it's just a retail pharmacy?
No, we do LTC also.
You do LTCs also. Okay. Then this is the form master. We have Eldermark and we have Yardi in place for EMARS. Okay.
Okay.
So you can manage the form here. Then if you want to print more, you can do it from here. Then you have nursing home RX log to check all the RXs for that particular nursing home patient listing, okay, for checking the patient. Then you have multi-dose packaging with Dispel. We set you up with Dispel, okay, for multi-dose packaging. Okay, then we have miscellaneous multi-dose labels if you want to print those. MTS front and back label, again it is set up with Dispel, okay, in place we have, so that you don't face an issue. Okay. Then admin is to manage a user, to give him rights, okay, to change the password for the user. You have PDMP, prescription drug monitoring for controlled drugs. You can set it up automatically to be sent on a daily basis, or you can send it manually as
To
well. Okay.
multiple, can you do multiple states there?
uh, we certainly don't do multiple states as of now. We can do multiple states, because what happens is it goes to the state to which the pharmacy is based out at. Okay, like for example, if you have Florida, it goes to Florida. If you want to set multiple states, we can get that done. That's not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
uh,
Because that's
then
like the ASAP reports where we report daily to the state anything we did controlled.
sorry, I can catch
Correct.
it there.
No, I got it. We're good.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. Then you have drug price update. If you want to update it from Medispan, you want to do an automatic drug price update, you can do that. Then you have vendor PO invoice. You want to send a PO invoice to your vendor, receive it, check it. You can check it from your admin report to check the gross profit. Then these are all the third-party app softwares and application that we're linked with. Like we have Sigis in place, we have Amplicare, we have NetRx, we have RxNet, CarePoints PDA, Jerimed, Prescribe Wellness. You want to add daily notes, you can do it. RX notes, you want to add RX note, want to add an RPH reminder, check user activity. Okay, RPH schedule for auto refill and auto transmit. You want to schedule an RPH for auto refill or auto transmit, do it from here. Then AdvancedRx, and then you have transfer in at pharmacy master. Okay, short script to view refill request, view received messages, view send messages for short script. Okay, uh, prescriber directory for short script, view filled RXs for short script, EMAR to check the EMAR queue and print them. This is the help option wherein you click on quick support. There would be a box which would pop up. You would get your ID. Just have to call us, give us that ID. We can connect you any point of time. Okay, we are open 9 to 6 Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday, and 9 to 2 Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. Sunday we are closed. Okay, so anytime you face an issue, you want to know something, there is something which is not working according to you, you just click on quick support. There's a box which would pop up. Give us the ID, we can connect your screen and help you. Okay, other than that, you also have a race ticket. Now race ticket is a functionality wherein you can create a new functionality or you can request a ticket. Okay, like you can report an issue here. You can add a bug which you see, okay, it's acting weird, or this is something new that I want to say. Okay, you can report a new functionality and you can create a ticket. The ticket is answered within 24 hours of time. Okay,
Okay.
if you go to your dashboard, this is basically my dashboard, so I can show you these are all the request which has been created, the tickets which has been created. Okay, and we answer them within 24 hours of time. All right, so
Okay.
this is for creating a new functionality which you think makes sense and can be added for all the pharmacies. We are always open for customization. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so this is basically the basic demo of the software. Is there something that you want me to let's
Yeah, a
try
couple
adding a
questions.
patient. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, a couple questions I want to ask you. Courier shipping, like UPS or USPS, is that? Do you have any type of integration for that?
Well, as of now, we do not have any integration with USPS or FedEx. We are in contact with UpDocs, if you have, if you know about them. So we are integrating with UpDocs for delivery. Okay, which
Okay.
is HIPAA compliance, registered with HIPAA. So that is the reason we selected them, and within a few weeks of time we would have UpDocs as our delivery. Master would be taking care of delivery.
It's called
Okay.
UpDocs, UPDOCKS?
No, it's UPDOX.
UPDOX. Okay. All right. I was
Yes.
just going to look at that. We have a sales force that's out across the country with account managers. They need the ability to be able to look at reporting as to what has been sent in. Is there any problems, that type of thing? Is there any type of sales interface for you guys?
No, I mean sales interface as in that's your portal, right? So what exactly you're
Yes.
looking out for?
We currently have a portal. It's a third party that connects into the PK database, and it will give, you can sort by salesperson or by doctor or whatever, to be able to look up the status of a prescription, and the salespeople are able to do that while they're out in the field.
Yeah, no problem. You can, I mean, we can get that integrated. If you want, we can get that integrated for your particular pharmacy. Okay, so that they would be able to look at. Okay, so that's a new functionality. If you want something to be added, we can do that. No problem. Okay.
All right. How about refills via text message?
Yeah, refills
to where it sends the patient
is sent via text message. As I said, you just have to subscribe to a plan. Okay. There is a plan wherein you can send text messages to the patient. You can also email him that your refill is ready. Okay, just have to subscribe with a portal. Okay, who allows you to send text messages. That's it. Okay. Yeah.
That was the major questions that I had.
So that charges, what happens is, for any third party integration, okay, that you want to do, okay, any charges that appears, like for example, if there's a text message, okay, it has to be done by you. There are a number of pharmacy vendors. What they do is they give you the hardware, they give you all the things incorporated, and create a big price of $15,000 or $25,000 for the software, which includes hardwares and all those things. We don't do that. Okay, we allow a customer to go for their own hardware, go for their own integrations that they want in place, and we get that done. We make sure that we have them on place.
Any extra charges on your side? No extra
no extra charges,
programming fees or anything like that on your side?
No.
Okay.
No extra charges. Nothing like that. We are always open for customization. If it makes sense, we can certainly go and customize it for you without any extra charges. That's not a problem. Okay.
What about data conversion? What about data conversion from our current software, getting all of our current data into your software? Migration.
Yes, data migration. Now, data migration is done two ways. Okay. First, either you go ahead, talk to your current vendor, let them know that you want data to be migrated to a particular software. They give you an Excel format, okay, and we can pretty much export it to our software. Okay, there is a charge of $1,000 for that, one-time fee of $1,000 to migrate it. Okay, and we can get everything migrated. All right, or you can have a word with any third-party application, third-party vendors. They are pretty much out there. You can let them know that this is my software vendor from whom I need the data, and they can extract the data from that particular vendor, give it to us, and we'll migrate it. Okay. So until and unless we're getting the data, okay, once we get the data, migration is easy. So getting the database is where you come into picture. Okay.
Right.
So you just have to provide us a database in Excel format. We'll get migrated. That's not a problem. Okay. That's migration. And the software cost, I guess you have the email. It's 29. Yeah, it's 2,900, where it includes EMR, which includes smart refill requests. It includes cloud backup for a year. And then you have smart fax, smart delivery with that delivery application which we have. Okay, the RX processing and the POS, all of them. Okay. So in 2,900. All right. Then
and then after that there was fees monthly after the first year, right?
For a year you're not paying any monthly fees except the transmission charges. The transmission charges are 6 cents per transmission and 18 cents per short script messages. That's the only thing you're paying for monthly. You're not paying anything for the software for a complete year. And after a year, you're paying $149.99 as support and maintenance of the software per month. That's it. Okay. And in between, there are no charges, no other charges. If you're opting for a hardware, like most of the hardwares has to be purchased by you wherever you want to purchase it. If you want us to manage it for you, we can do that as well. Okay. Only the
that wouldn't be necessary.
You pretty much would be having all the hardware, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in place. It's just the payment terminal. Would you mind me asking you which payment terminal are you using? You're using Ingenico, or you're using Verifone, you're using any other? Because we support Ingenico and we support PAX, and we provide that.
Open Edge is who we use for one of the locations, and then Converge is the other one.
Okay, all right. We have to check whether we can integrate with them, because we've been working with Ingenico, okay, and we pretty much provide Ingenico device by ourselves, okay, so that you don't face an issue. It's coded with the software. Okay, if you want to use yours, we have to check whether we can go ahead.
It wouldn't be a big deal, as long as we could get set up with them.
Yeah, so that would not set up with them. There would not be an issue. Like, what happens is, whatever you are transacting, okay, it's between you and your bank account, okay, and your merchant. We do not have anything to do with it. Okay, like there are software vendors out there who charge for every transaction that you do, correct? We don't charge anything for that.
Right. Okay.
All right, so it's between you. We'll let you know that this is the merchant, this is whom we are working with. Okay, you can have a word with them, you can exchange the files which is required to for a successful transaction to process, and they do it. Okay, so that is pretty much simple. And do you have any other questions?
Accounts receivable. I guess I'm assuming it's probably under reconciliation. Right now, we integrate in with QuickBooks for our customer or for our patient accounting.
Okay.
It looks like this is just managed inside the software with you guys, printing invoices, that type of thing.
Yes, it's managed inside the software. Okay. If Intuit, which is the main owner of QuickBooks,
for QuickBooks,
if they are ready to integrate with us, we can do it as well with them.
Yeah. Well, we only use it really for accounts receivable and invoicing, so it's real limited what we use it for anyway.
Okay, and moreover, QuickBooks are very, very costly, to work with. Yeah. So it's pretty much managed within the software itself. The charge accounts, raising invoices, accounts receivable, and all those things. Yeah.
All right. Can you send me the recording of this demo so I can share it with some others?
Yeah. Let me check. I should be able to. Yes, of course.
Okay. All right. No hurry on that. Just whenever you can. All right. Well, thank you. I'll be in touch.
Okay, no problem. So when do you want me to give you a follow-up call, so that when are you planning to? You would be requiring migration as well?
I don't know. I have to talk to a couple of the pharmacists and people that actually do the processing. Show them the demo. So I guess after you send me the recording, give me about 7 days after that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So is there anything else I can pretty much answer your question for?
No, I think you kind of got them all covered.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Let me just